Hey YouTubers, this is your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movie review. Today I'm doing my latest movie review on The Upside. This is my first movie review of 2019. So I saw this yesterday with my mom, and this movie seemed like it was a pretty alright movie, though I could connect with some parts of it. Kevin Hart, who is playing Dale, has to help this elderly man named Philip, played by Bryan Cranston, and also this movie is based on a true story, so all the stuff that happened in this movie actually happened. So Dale has to get a job so he can help his son live a happier, better life, along with his ex-wife. And throughout the movie, we see Dale and Philip kind of form this special kind of friendship throughout the movie, and they always have a good laugh together. They always kind of didn't like each other at first. Philip wanted to challenge him more whenever he was working with him, and Nicole Kidman's character, we all know her as Queen Atlanta, I mean, in Aquaman, who's playing his assistant, Yvonne, I believe. Yeah, that's it. And we kind of see a spark happen between them, and I get the feeling that she really did like him. So anyway, as I progress, this movie is just a phenomenal movie. It was okay, but somewhat not okay. I kind of Kevin Hart's character is, well, he's Kevin Hart. I kind of feel skeptical about his character sometimes, and especially ever since seeing Night School and all that. He kind of well didn't click with me in this movie. Some parts of the movies he did click with me because I can understand his character Dale. He wasn't there for his son growing up, and he's trying his best to be a better father to him, and by getting this job. And I'm telling you, Philip pays him tons of money being his caregiver, and that is just pretty great. We also get to see a few comedic scenes in this movie where him and Dale always go do stupid random stuff. They kind of get high. I can't tell you which parts of the movie they did get high in because I don't want to spoil that for any of you guys. But all in all, you can tell throughout the movie they have a good bond throughout the movie, and that kind of bond always lasts forever, especially with friends and co-workers. What I can tell you about this movie is that, well, Kevin Hart did good, but not that good. He kind of did have a few scenes in this movie that I didn't really enjoy, to be honest. He could have, honestly, been a bit more serious in this type of role, because this is kind of like one of those true movie stories that we want to see a serious moment, but somewhat not too serious. We get to see a little bit of comedy in these type of movies. Also, Bryan Cranston's role as Philip, he was pretty funny. He, honest to God, at first didn't want to hire Dale because of his backstory, but he did anyway, because he believed Dale could change over time while working with him, and he was right. He did change. Dale was trying to be a better father, and Philip could sense that he was doing his best to work really hard to be a better father for his son, which I honestly God could relate to, because growing up my dad was rarely in my life, and it was kind of hard for me. And seeing Dale become a great father to his son was just phenomenal. And and I love this. I loved it. And on to the positives and negatives. The positives are we get to see a movie based on a true story, stuff that actually happened. Dale and Phillips' story is just perfect. I loved how they stayed true to this story and made sure it was just fun and enjoyable for people to see. Another positive is seeing Kevin Hart actually play a serious role, but adding a little bit of comedy to it as well. That's something I love. I think Kevin Hart finally stepped up his game in this one. He really did. And what I can tell you is that Kevin Hart, you were phenomenal. You really made sure to have a serious moments in this movie. I cannot tell you how much I really enjoyed your character in this one. A struggling father who was trying his best to work hard to help his son live a better, happier life, which is just great. I love that. Everyone will connect to that story in so many ways. They really will. And Bryan Cranston as Philip, he was great. He was phenomenal. Bryan Cranston was just great. Along with Nicole Kidman. She was just perfect. She was perfect in every amount of way in this movie. She really was. And the negatives. Yes, I have some negatives, but Kevin Hart, one of them was Kevin Hart kind of like putting too much comedy in this movie because it was supposed to be like a serious movie, but I can understand there should be some little bit of comedy in there, but just don't put too much in there. Because like I said, this is supposed to be a serious story about how two friendships were formed throughout the time Dale and Philip were friends together, which is great. Also, another negative is that, well, we get to see Philip's backstory. I just didn't want to see too much of it because I know that there was a terrible accident that happened to Phillips, but it was kind of like really too sad, and I bet a lot of people didn't want to know what happened to him. And I just thought, well, it could have been more better if we didn't have that much backstory to it. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I'm sorry. I just think we didn't need to see too much of it. We didn't need to see that much of it. In my opinion, that's just how my opinion is. And to be honest, I don't think it should have had that much of Philip's backstory. That's all I had. That's all I really know. That's my opinion on it. And on to the rating. That's it for my positives and negatives. I give The Upside a solid C because it was alright, but not that good. I did enjoy this movie because it was based on a true story, but I think Kevin Hart put a little too much comedy in it. Sure, there was some comedic stuff in this movie that we did need, but some comedy in this movie wasn't really needed. I think it could have been more better if you just minimized the comedy just a bit. Just a little bit. That's my opinion on it. Also, the actors, Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston, and Nicole Kidman, they were phenomenal playing these amazing roles based on real people. I loved it. In my opinion, this was just perfect. It was nice seeing Kevin Hart more in a serious role. And that's what we need more of. Kevin Hart in serious roles and proving that he can be the best actor he can be. That is my opinion on the whole thing. Also, I love like this true story how, like I said, the two friendships that formed. That is something that I think it will touch a lot of people's hearts, and there's also a bunch of tear-jerking scenes that I think people will cry on big time. If you love movies like this, I highly recommend seeing this one. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll understand the story of, and where Dale is coming from completely. And that's it for my movie review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with everyone you know, and press that little notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. And also be sure to follow me on the Stardust app at Amari106 for my latest movie reaction / trailer reaction. Take care and God bless. Peace!